The South Dakota State Fair kicked off yesterday in Huron, and it runs through Labor Day with a jam-packed schedule of events and, of course, all kinds of fair food. Our Brian Allen is spending the day at the fair this afternoon. Brian, how are things going so far?
Hello, Sam. It is a very good day at the South Dakota State Fair in Huron. A little on the warmer side, but that is to be expected. We call it fair weather. You mentioned that the fair is jam-packed with events, also jam-packed with people today. A lot of people coming out on this first Friday of the State Fair to see what's going on. A lot of them also able to spend some time with this woman right here, Miss South Dakota, Miranda O'Brien. Good to see you.
Thanks so much for letting me be on the show. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, and I understand that, okay, now let's walk through this briefly. Last year, you were Ms. South Dakota State Fair. Do I have that right?
Yes, so I had a local title. I was Miss Missouri River when I won Miss South Dakota, but I got to reign over the State Fair last year, so I was Miss State Fair 2022.
And part of what Ms. South Dakota is focusing on this year is the idea of literacy and making sure that kids have an understanding, make sure that they have access to books. And this is very interesting right here out on the fairgrounds, an actual mini library that kids can stop by. You can see there's a lot of books in there. And this was actually your idea.
Yes, it was. So we put this up last year at the end of the fair. This was kind of my passion project and continues to be as Miss South Dakota. I've been able to put up, I believe, 7 of these across the state. And you fill them with books that people can take and leave. And there's kids' books, there's adult books, there's something for everyone. And that's kind of the beauty of these. My passion is to be able to make sure that people have access to literature and to books. And so being able to put these up and donate more than 10,000 books across the state has been a real joy of mine.
And also the importance of it being in book form so that everyone is not stuck behind a screen like a phone or an iPad or something like that.
Definitely. There are 3 parts to my initiative for my year as Miss South Dakota. It's access, education, and representation. Helping people understand that literacy is a foundation for their education, their career, their entire lives, and just how integral that is to everything that you do.
You know, you obviously have a history with this event. I want to ask you, what is it like to be the reigning Miss South Dakota and then spend some time at the actual South Dakota State Fair? What's that like for you?
It's been incredible. I actually wasn't supposed to get to be here. We were supposed to have something for Miss America. It got rearranged, and I called my family. I was just giddy because I love the South Dakota State Fair, especially having been Miss State Fair, being able to be here, see all the people, come back and see the library. Growing up in 4-H, it's just an incredible feeling to be here and to be able to represent all of these amazing people.
And when people recognize you and know who you are, what is it that they want to talk to you about? What do they want to bend your ear about?
Well, it depends. If it's a kid, it's usually where do you live and is it a castle? And can I wear the crown, which it doesn't come off my head very easily. But everyone else just kind of wants to know a little bit about what this year is going to look like and what it's like to be able to just serve your state for a year. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that not really anybody else gets unless you're in this position. And so most people just want to know what that's going to look like for me.
Yeah, she is particular about the crown, by the way. I asked her to try it on, and she said flat out no. Miss South Dakota, Miranda O'Brien, thank you for spending some time with us. It was good to talk to you.
Thank you.
We're going to be live out here at the South Dakota State Fair through about the 6:30 newscast, so we'll talk to you a little bit later. But for now, reporting live in Huron with photojournalist Adam Huntemer, I'm Brian Allen, Dakota News Now.
Brian, thank you. And the worst she can say is no. At least you found out and you tried it.